at damdama, tawanan, balita, at all-time favorite music hits.
On air, online, on the ground.
Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang inyong kasama. We're the place where you truly belong. Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan. Ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila. This is DZYWFM Cool FM Manila, the station that cares for you. This is your station. This is home, a proud member of the Ministry of Communications. Time for today is 4 minutes past 10:30 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. What happened to the audio? Good evening, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. This is koolNews Special Edition, the special coverage on the ongoing Krising, Bagyong Krising. Together with us on the panel today is DJ Sen, and you're listening on Cool FM Manila, Cool FM Regional, and Cool TV. Especially to our dear listeners on News Radio 93.1 and on DZEX Cool AM, and especially for Sen Radio 1206 that is currently hooked up with us today. We will continue to give you the latest updates on this typhoon, and we will continue our service from the voices that care for you, the stories that matter for everyone. All right, DJ Sen, good evening, and thanks for having with us today. I think he's one of their core anchors.
Magandang gabi, bayang binabaha, as what only De Castro would quote on TV Patrol's newscast earlier this evening. As of within the last couple of minutes ago, around 11 minutes, let me check the post here. As of 10:20 in the evening, the water level at Marikina River is now at 18.2 meters. This is already, they have already rang the alarm for forced evacuation within the last few minutes ago, as confirmed by eyewitnesses based in Nangka, I believe, in Marikina as well. This is the update. This is the rainfall count on the monitoring stations that Marikina City has, based on their recent post right here. So we have here Mount Campana with 4 millimeters of rain, Mount Boso Boso with 1 millimeters of rain, Mount Aries with 13 millimeters, Mount Oro with 27, and as we have mentioned, Nangka with 28 meters, bringing the total rainfall count to 73 millimeters. As of 8 p.m. tonight, Metro Manila, Bataan, and parts of Bulacan are on red heavy rainfall warning. And let me check the other provinces here that has previously mentioned by Pag-asa, which includes the orange and yellow heavy rainfall warnings here. I believe they will provide an update later on in the next couple of minutes. But here is the status so far. So this is the 8 p.m. one, and that their next bulletin will be issued later at 11 o'clock tonight. As we have mentioned, Metro Manila, Bataan, and a portion of Bulacan, which includes Obando, Mecawayan, Marilao, Bulacan, Malolos, Paumbong, Hagonoy, and San Jose del Monte are on red warning level. As for orange warning, we have Zambales, Pampanga, Cavite, Batangas, Laguna, Rizal, and the rest of Bulacan. And yellow warning level are placed in Tarlac and in Quezon Province. While light to moderate with occasional heavy rains are currently affecting the province of Nueva Ecija. And we also have here, I believe the president has apparently approved the recommendation by the Office of the Civil Defense and the Department of Interior and Local Government regarding the class suspensions of all levels and work in government offices except those on the front lines. We have as follows. We have Metro Manila, Zambales, Bataan, Pampanga, Bulacan, Cavite, Batangas, Rizal, Pangasinan, Tarlac, and Occidental Mindoro. Though it is also worth noting that within the last couple of hours ago, Laguna Governor Sol Aragones announced that the entire province of Laguna is also down for tomorrow, July 22. That is classes in all levels, both public and private. Uh, I've been seeing the live streams from Manila Mayor Isko Moreno because, as was announced hours earlier, a portion of Taft Avenue from UN Avenue was closed, and that the LGU has took immediate action there by declogging, as shown by his live streams within the last couple of hours. And they were steadfast at trying to clear every single rainwater there on that affected area, on that close area. And we also have additional updates coming from NLEX because the last update that we have is that the Balintawak portion, the Balintawak area of NLEX is now passable to all vehicles. Okay, we can confirm that thing, but now we have an additional update. There's the thunder. You could clearly hear it if you could hear it through my end. It really is devastating here as far as it gets. I couldn't think of a better word other than distressing. Uh, this is as of 10:15 p.m. The following areas under NLEX are not passable to all types of vehicles. These are the Valenzuela interchange, northbound and southbound under the bridge, and the Paso de Blas southbound entry and exit, where there is still continuous pumping of flood water. And the following toll plazas are temporarily closed are as follows. We have the Paso de Blas southbound entry and exit, the Mekawayan southbound entry, the Marilao southbound entry, and the Ciudad de Victoria southbound entry. Other areas of NLEX, SETEX, and NLEX connector are passable. We also have here, I believe, data coming from the Pasig PIO regarding the evacuation. Let me go get it for a moment here. It's still loading here on my end because obviously we've been facing lots of hurdles here. In fact, I actually lost electricity within the last couple of minutes ago, and I actually thought I was not going to make it because of the heavy thunderstorms here. But lucky me, not the noodles. Lucky me, we got our power back, and we can do this thing all along at the end of the day. So we have here flood update as of 10 p.m. This is only for the city of Pasig. We have Karangalan, Phase 2A in Barangay de la Paz, where the water level is at 2 to 3 inches. We have Panama Street, corner Stockholm in Barangay Mangahan, where the water level is 3 to 4 inches. Same thing goes for the entire Panama Street. We have Kabayanihan, corner Karikitan Street in Barangay de la Paz, where water level is at 7 to 8 inches. Calos Compound in Barangay Santa Lucia, water level is at 3 feet. Paris Street, corner Sullivan Avenue in Barangay Mangahan, water level is at 3 to 4 inches. Prague Street in Barangay Mangahan, same barangay here. And within the next couple of streets that I'm about to say are also from the same barangay. This one in Prague Street is at 1 feet. Prague Street corner Rome Street is 1 feet and 2 inches. Iglesia Washington Street at 1 feet. Guatemala Street corner Rome Street at 1 feet. And Athens Street corner Guatemala with 5 to 6 inches. For we also have here, this is a lot of places, I'll tell you, because mostly this is because of the effects coming from Marikina River. Whoa! I could see a lightning bolt here from my mirror. I should probably cover it up for a minute here. Good thing I have
Actually, that's
a cloth right here.
as of
Good thing I have a
10:20
cloth here.
p.m. earlier. I think Sen, yeah, I think can you confirm because earlier, as of 10:20 p.m. from ABS-CBN News,
Mm-hmm.
someone has a capture from the news reporter Cassandra Salonga, 18.2 meters level. Recently, they have already reached the third alarm at the Marikina River. That is 18 meters. That with additional point 0.2 as of 10:20 p.m. according to the Marikina PIO. The third alarm level alarm level means that local authorities will be enforcing the mandatory evacuations for residents in critical areas, or or should I say, the lower areas in Marikina.
What you just heard was a report coming from Stephen. I believe this is from ABS-CBN News. As I was looking at the current situation at the Marikina River, this is the live stream, of course, at Facebook. Uh, I could barely see the number 18 and the third alarm marker, which basically means that the information we have here, as far as we know it, is actually true. Uh, Even though the camera is not clear on the live stream right now, uh, I could barely see a thing actually, but there is literally no 18 nor the third alarm marker there. The only thing I can see through that blurry camera are the 19 and the 20. I believe this is the inches, 19 inches and 20 inches, 19 meters and 20 meters. And that's all I can see onto the blurry camera that they have here on their Facebook Live at the moment. And we do have information regarding evacuation, as we have mentioned within the last couple of minutes ago. Unfortunately, the Pasig PIO did not have any updates regarding this thing, but we do have a post, an early post coming from them. This is as of 6:30 in the evening, where 472 families are being evacuated in 12 evacuation centers in 9 barangays. 472 families, which compromises of 1,710 individuals. We've also saw some footages coming from the city of Caloocan, where there was a family that was trapped at their house, and therefore they were needed to be rescued. And there was indeed a video about that rescue operation. It's already been passed all through circles on Facebook at the moment. Uh, okay, so we have another. Okay, I have to pause here for a moment because I was watching this other video that has just popped up onto my screen. We have a Victory Liner bus that I should say this in a Tagalog because I couldn't translate it very well here. That is tumirik at Valenzuela tonight, where the area where the bus suffered a failure there. Uh, the water level there is, I believe this is chest deep. Is this chest deep or the same level as the stomach? I have to review the footage again. Okay, this is the stomach level. The stomach level, close to the chest level, somewhere in the middle. But you can already tell by the footage right here that I'm currently looking at. I'm trying to describe it because obviously we cannot show it to you live as it happens. Uh, but the bus, the bus is literally filled um, with rainwater. Like it was almost half of the vehicle has been filled by rainwater. Aside from severe tropical storm Wipa, which is now formerly known as Krising, which is now impacting towards northern Vietnam, and the two low pressure areas that is expected to merge within the next 24 to 48 hours and turn into Dante, there is a brand new low pressure area that is being detected outside of the Philippine area of responsibility. Now, this remains the chance of it becoming a tropical depression or tropical cyclone remains low, and we don't exactly know where this direction is heading because this is still very far away. But we could already tell that this early detection could spell on another wave of rains. But again, we don't exactly know where will this low pressure area would be heading, and if this would turn into a tropical cyclone. It is now 11 minutes before the hour of 11 o'clock tonight. Let's continue with the latest news and information here in koolNews as we continue our coverage. As we are awaiting the 11 p.m. Heavy rainfall warning bulletin that the Pagasa NCR division would be releasing. Uh, as of right now, let me check the. I believe we do have posts regarding the other dams, but I'll try to scroll it down. So as of what time is this? This was 9:30 in the evening. La Mesa Dam, although has already reached past its critical level, continues to go up and remains spilling. La Mesa Dam is at around 80.5 meters as of 9:30 p.m. And we also have here. Uh, I don't know if we have any information regarding Wawa Dam, because as far as we know it, it's it's also increasing in terms of the water level, even though it's already spilling. I'll have to go take a look at it for a moment here. Okay, where's that thing? I believe we have the general flood advisory here at the moment. Okay, this is the afternoon bulletin. So we don't have any additional information or any general flood advisories that is pretty much updated at this time. So we're going to try to get as much information as possible, try to get as much updates as possible. And let's see. What do we
For the
have in here?
meantime, Sen,
Go ahead,
for the
Stephen.
meantime, uh, if for those who are currently experiencing the casualties in your area, feel free to contact one of these emergency numbers and to the to the nearest authorities in your area in your LGUs. But let me dictate this. For the National Emergency Hotline, we have 911. Pag-asa has the truck line number with 0282840800. And on Facebook, we have pagasa.doc.gov.ph, and on X, DOST_pag-asa. For the Philippine Coast Guard, we have 028527 or 8481 to 89. 028527 3877. You can also reach them out on Facebook and Instagram or Facebook or X Coast Guard PH. For the hotline number of TSWD, that is 0918-912-2813. For the trunk line, we have 028931-8101-207. DSWD serves is the handle for Facebook and X. For the emergency hotline, we have 117 and 028722 0650. For the text hotline, we have 0917 847 5757. For the MMDA, we have Hotline 136. That is Hotline 136. If you need anything from the Philippine Red Cross, we have Hotline 143. The NDRMC has trunk lines 028911 5061 to 65, local 100, with the BFE or the Bureau of Fire Protection, we have 028426 0219 or 028426 0246. I think that's all for me on those are the emergency numbers you can contact to. But as much as possible, if you don't have anything with you, like, feel free to reach out to the nearest local government units and evacuate as much as possible. If you're in a critical area right now, we plead to you, to our Kalamaos out there, stay safe and keep following along with the local government unit orders. Sen, I think it's already 10:54 p.m. Do we have anything today?
I also wanted to add, let's see what else do we have in here. We also have the other government agencies' emergency hotlines. I'm trying to increase the volume of my voice because obviously I am very much inaudible at the moment. I don't have my headphones. I'm currently connected to the speakers here at the moment.
Oh my.
We have the NDRMC with their trunk line at 8911-5061 to 65, or their phone number with 0911-140-16, or 0912-2665. I don't know if this is right, because I'm only reading a post here. For Pagasa, we have 8824-0800. For DSWD, we have for Globe, we have 0917-110-5686 or 0917-827-2543. For Smart, we have 0919-911-6200. For the Bureau of Fire Protection, we have 8426 0219. We also have 8426-3812 and 8426-0246. For MMDA, we already mentioned 136. For the trunk line, we have 02-882-415-077, local 337 for rescue, local 255 for Metro Base, local 319 for road safety. We also have 374 for public safety, local 320 for road emergency, and 8882-0925 for flood control. For the Department of this is the Manila International Airport Authority. For the text hotline, we have 0917-839-6462. For Terminal 1, for NAIA Terminal 1, 2, and 4, we have 8877-1109 and local 2444. For Terminal 3, we have 8887-7888, that is 78888, local 8046. For the DOT, the Department of Transportation, I believe this is their hotline. Let me double check if I am right. Because it says here Department of Transportation and Communications, but I don't know what's going on with this post right here. Maybe it's trying to distort me here for a bit. I'm gonna fact check myself as much as you all should do. For let's see. Okay, I don't. Where's that thing? Okay, there it is. The hotlines for the Department of Transportation. We have 8400. Again, that is 8790. I have to correct myself here. 8790-8400. That is 8400. For the LTO, we have 1342-586. For PCG, we have 8527-8481-89. For, let's see what else we have in here. For the CIAC, we have 8599-8888. For the CAAP, we have 8794 42030, and their telephone number of 0917-515-6972. For the Toll Regulatory Board, we have 028631-5901, or their mobile numbers at 0919-560-9775 or 0915-163-6468. And for the LTFRB, we have 8529-7111. It is now exactly 11 in the evening. Our continuing coverage continues as I am currently looking at the view from the Marikina River, where it remains relatively the same. It is still 18.2 as far as we know it. And there are no change as of right now. And
Once again,
other news. Go ahead.
yeah, I think just who came in with the news, once again, the Interior Secretary John Vic Remulla, the hashtag, how do you call this, Sen? the Prince of
Go
No
Foggy!
Classes. announced,
Foggy!
he announced the suspension of classes at all levels, public and private, tomorrow on Tuesdays, July 22, in the following areas such as Metro Manila, Zambales, Bataan, Pampanga, Bulacan, Cavite, Batangas, Rizal, Pangasinan, Tarlac, and Occidental Mindoro. Once again, there is suspension of classes in all levels for Metro Manila, Zambales, Bataan, Pampanga, Bulacan, Cavite, Batangas, Rizal, Pangasinan, Tarlac, and Occidental Mindoro. Those are the areas that are under the order of the Malacanang Palace. Yeah, they approved the such orders, and that was coming from the DILG as heavy rainfalls continue to strive at this point or in the coming days ahead.
Speaking of DILG, within the last couple of hours ago, DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla, ironically, did had a post regarding the early declaration of class suspensions in the province of Laguna, which we have mentioned earlier, also was one of the few places that have declared class suspensions in all levels earlier. And we're going to read the entire post that they had on the official Facebook page of DILG. So I'll have to, okay, it's still loading here on my end. There it is. So let's do a little witty right here. Let's be a little bit, let's spread some good vibes here for a moment. We'll be reading this post right here from DILG. Sa bago kong BFF, Sol, who's Governor Sol Aragones, bakit ba ganyan? Ayon sa DOST ay hindi raw kasama ang Laguna sa hazard map para bukas. Kung tutusin ay isang ilat lang ang pagitan natin. Yung dati ko na BFF na si Ramil, former Governor Ramil Hernandez, I believe is now a representative. Correct me if I'm wrong for that. Lagi kaming nagtatrash talkan. Pero nayaya naman ako sa iyo dahil si Otol Gilbert ang talagang ka-close mo. I believe this is I don't know who this Gilbert hears, but I would assume this would be Mr. Chidoro. Ganto ere. Kung tingin mo nanganganib ang mga kababayan mo ay ikaw na ang bahala. Suportahan ka ta. Basta kung ano ang desisyon mo, back up ako 100%. O ayan, good luck. Hashtag DILG natin. And Governor Aragones also responded onto this post within the last couple of hours ago as well. And I have to find that comment right here. There it is. This is her response. Hi, BFF Secretary John Vic. Nag-decide ako mag-suspend bukas ng klase sa Laguna dahil di na carry ang baha sa iba't ibang barangay dito. Dami na shout out para sa safety ng lahat. Uy, thank you, Sec, sa support, ha. BFF na rin tayo, ha. And, of course, at that same post, a lot of people were criticizing the approach from the DILG regarding that post because they would see it more of a cringe. They see it as cringe, unprofessional. I mean, it's a DILG. No, a lot of people didn't get used to the Cavite humor, the Atibac humor that the former governor gave. And we do have a post coming from DPWH. I believe this is the flood alerts for the this is the flood alert for NCR. This has just came into us as of 11 p.m. tonight. For the city of Manila, we have España Boulevard, Antipolo to A. Maceda, where it is limited access. I believe this is for vehicles, where the flood height is at 40 centimeters. We have España Boulevard as well, M. de la Fuente to A.H. Lacson Avenue, where it is not passable, where the flood height is at 45 centimeters. Ramon Magsaysay Boulevard, from Pureza to Hipodromo, and V. Mapa to SM Santa Mesa, where it is passable because the flood height is at 10 centimeters. Blumen Street, corners P. Margal and P. Florentino, it is limited access as the flood height is at 30 centimeters. Blumen Street, right in front of Manila North Cemetery, it is passable to all vehicles where flood height is at 10 centimeters. Continuing for City of Manila, we have Tayuman, corner Jose Abad Santos intersection, where it is limited access as the flood height is at 40 centimeters. We also have Bel Lopez, corner C2 and Moriones, where it is passable as the flood height is at 15 centimeters. Claro M. Recto Avenue, where it is passable, where the flood height is at 20 centimeters. Jose Abad Santos Avenue, corner North Antipolo, passable, where the flood height is at 10 centimeters. Rojas Boulevard, southbound near Pedro Hill, passable with a flood height of 15 centimeters. Rojas Boulevard, southbound near the headquarters of the Philippine Navy, where it is passable with a flood height of 15 centimeters. DM Calao Avenue, westbound from Taft Avenue to Maria Orosa Street, passable, flood height of 15 centimeters. Taft Avenue, northbound, corner UN Avenue, where limited access, where a flood height is at 30 centimeters. Taft Avenue northbound near Pedro Hill, where limited access because the flood height is also the same with 30 centimeters. And we have UN Avenue, corner Taft Avenue to Maria Rosa, where it is passable with a flood height of 25 centimeters. Still in the city of Manila, we have P. Borgo Street southbound, Lawton to Victoria Street, where it is passable with a flood height of 20 centimeters. Finance Road, fronting the National Museum of Anthropology, where it is passable with a flood height of 20 centimeters. And the Bonifacio Drive in front of the DPWH Central Office, where it is passable with a flood height of 10 centimeters. Here in the city of Pasig, we have Imelda Avenue. We have from Marcos Highway to the province of Rizal boundary, where it is limited access with a flood height of 30 centimeters. For Quezon City, we have G. Araneta, corner Maria Clara Street. It is not passable with a flood height of 50 to 60 centimeters. Same thing for Santo Domingo Avenue, corner Calamba Street, Maria Clara Street, corner G. Araneta Avenue to Santo Domingo Avenue, We also have Santo Domingo Avenue, corner Maria Clara Street. Excuse me. Santo Domingo Avenue, corner Atok Street. We also have General Luis Street, corner Ambrosia Street, where it is not passable with a flood height of 40 to 50 centimeters. And the EDSA Balintawak Station, where it is passable with a flood height of between 10 to 20 centimeters. Same thing in Quezon City, we have G. Araneta Avenue southbound from Caliraya Street to E. Rodriguez Sr., where it is not passable with a flood height of 100 centimeters. And vice versa, G. Araneta Avenue northbound from E. Rodriguez Sr. to Caliraya, it is also not passable with a flood height of 100 centimeters. For Mandaluyong City, we have Bonnie Avenue, corner F. Ortigas, where it is passable with a flood height of 10 centimeters. For Parañaque City, we have Ninoy Aquino Avenue southbound in front of Oyster Plaza, where it is passable with a flood height of 5 to 10 centimeters. We have Andrews Avenue before Rotonda in Naya Terminal 3 with passable with a flood height of 10 centimeters. For Valenzuela City, we have MacArthur R. Way, Barangay Dalandanan, C. Santiago Street to G. Lazaro Street, where it is not passable with a flood height of 50 centimeters. Barangay Dalandanan from G. Lazaro to Governor T. Santiago Street, where it is not passable with a flood height of 50 centimeters. And MacArthur Highway, Barangay Dalandanan, in front of Fatima Hospital, where it is limited access for all vehicles because the flood height there is at 20 centimeters. Also in Valenzuela, we have G. Lazarus Street, corner MacArthur Highway, where limited access with a flood height of 30 centimeters. Governor T. Santiago Street, corner MacArthur Highway, with limited access as the flood height is at 40 centimeters. MacArthur Highway in Marulas from Tuliahan Bridge to G. Fernando Street, it is not passable with a flood height of 50 centimeters. Polo Novaliches Road, Barangay Paso de Blas, and P. Santiago Street to Paso de Blas Bridge, it is passable with a flood height of 25 centimeters. And the East Service Road at Barangay Paso de Blas, it is not passable with a flood height of 55 centimeters. For the city of Caloocan, we have C3 Road, Barangay 21 and 49, just at the PNR crossing, where it is passable with a flood height of 15 centimeters. And A. Mabini Street, Barangay 33, Caloocan City, McDonald's May Paho to the boundary between Caloocan and Manila, where it is passable with a flood height of 5 centimeters. For Malabon, we have General Luna Street in front of Master Restaurant to Petron Gas, where it is passable with a flood height of 10 centimeters. For the city of Navotas, this is the last one. We have Road 10 between the boundary of Navotas and Manila. It is passable with a flood height of 10 centimeters. And M. Naval Street in Baradeo Street to the City Hall, it is not passable with a flood height of 30 centimeters. I'll be handing over now to our colleague Stephen for our continuing coverage in the meantime. Stephen, go ahead.
Well, speaking of John Vic Remulla, you just mentioned earlier the conversations between the current DILG secretary and the now Laguna Governor Sol Aragones. Well, kung sasabihin na bawal ang mataray sa mga ospital ng mga Laguna, hindi na kayo sa mga kaibigan natin diyan sa Laguna, hindi na kayo magtataray dahil makakapagpahinga din po kayo. July 22, there are no classes in the entire province of Laguna. That is all classes from preschool to college level due to the heavy rainfalls. Also, that is happening in the greater Manila area. Once again, Laguna Governor Sol Aragones announced that there are no classes on July 22, tomorrow, or an hour just now, to all the public and private schools in all levels. Well, Dalandanan, by the way.
Dalandanan, Calamansi. Okay.
Legitimate sweet, by the way. Well, speaking of sweet, there are bitter things on that. I don't know. Hindi ko na babanggitin for the sake of
I honestly miss
caramels.
drinking hot calamansi teas. Like, The last time I drank was like a couple of days ago, and I'm now craving for one. I hate this. I hate the weather, honestly. And speaking of the weather, we have just received the heavy rainfall warning. This is now already issued as of 11 o'clock tonight. Red warning remains in Metro Manila, Bataan, and now a portion of Rizal Province. This includes Rodriguez, San Mateo, Cainta, Antipolo, and Taytay. While orange heavy rainfall warning remains in Cavite, Bulacan, Pampanga, Zambales, Laguna, Batangas, and the rest of Rizal. While yellow warning level is being placed in Tarlac, Nueva Ecija, and Quezon Province. The next heavy rainfall warning bulletin is set to be issued at 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And for our update at the Marikina River, as of 11 o'clock tonight, it is now at 18.3 meters.
So far, nothing has changed. Oh,
It's
baby.
it's still increasing in terms of how can we describe it, because if I could get the unofficial data coming from this is from westernpacificweather.com. Wow, we're now already citing sources here, but we should. According to westernpacificweather.com, this is the unofficial rainfall reading at this time. As of 11 p.m. tonight, this is the unofficial rainfall reading. For La Mesa Dam, we have in first place with 349.5 millimeters of rain. San Mateo Rizal follows with 299.5 millimeters. Mount Oro comes third with 259 millimeters of rain. Nangka comes fourth with 245 millimeters. Science Garden in Quezon City with 215 millimeters. And the Naiya Airport at 114 millimeters. Again, this is an unofficial reading, and by judging these numbers, rains are more heavy in the northern part of Metro Manila than in the southern portion. And we will be seeing official rainfall reading tomorrow for Naiya and Science Garden. In related news, okay, this is in. Where is this? Okay, this is. All right. Most of these articles that I've been receiving here has been okay. This is a new one. This is a new one. This is it says here now. Finally, we have a new piece of information at least. Court operations in Metro Manila were suspended due to inclement weather. The Supreme Court announced the suspension in light of the continued impact of the southwest monsoon, locally known as Habagat, over the National Capital Region. Supreme Court spokesperson Camille Ting said in a statement, due to inclement weather and to ensure the safety of judges, court personnel, and court users, Acting Chief Justice Marvic Leonen has ordered the suspension of work in the Supreme Court and all courts within the National Capital Judicial Region on July 21, beginning at 1 p.m. The suspension of court operations followed shortly after Malacanang also suspended classes and government work in Metro Manila and several other provinces. Let's see what else do we have in here. I believe we. I think Stephen, do we have any other information coming from your end?
Earlier at 10:13 p.m. in Anini, Antique, province of Antique, there was a developing magnitude 4.7 earthquake. Once again, that is a magnitude 4.7 earthquake in Anini, Antique. Earlier at 10:13 p.m. according to FIVOX. That was a developing story. On the other hand, we have a fire alert from Barangay Digid, Tipas, Taguig. that was raised earlier on the first alarm. Once again, the the fire alert on its first alarm has been raised in ongoing situation there at Barangay Ligid Tipas Tagig, according to RH27 Kakas Noche from TZRH News. Meanwhile, the five-star bus company recently announced that starting tonight, they won't be. Okay, let me read this verbatim from the five-star bus company's Facebook post. Pansamantalang po muna nakaantabay ang ating mga bus sa lahat ng Metro Manila terminals hanggat hindi pa po maaaring makaraan ang mga sasakyan sa NLEX. All of the buses in all are on standby for now, are not ready for travel in from all of its Metro Manila terminals until the NLEX situation is resolved.
Let's head over now to the provincial news. Thank goodness this is also new. Some rivers in the city of Olongapo rose to a critical level on Monday, July 21, due to torrential rains spawned by the southwest monsoon. Data from the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office showed that as of 4:30 p.m. earlier this afternoon, the water level underneath the Del Rosario Bridge was at 2.5 meters, and the water under the Santa Rita Bridge was at 2.6 meters. Records also show that the water level underneath Calacan Bridge was at 2.4 meters, or at a warning level, and was also nearing the critical level. According to the aforementioned office, the city is still under orange rainfall warning, which I believe it still is, and 15 to 30 millimeters of rain had been observed in the city in the past hour and was expected to continue in the next 2 hours. In related news, as the national government will seek help from the United States Armed Forces in rescue operations following the heavy downpour brought by severe tropical storm Krising, international name WIFA, and the southwest monsoon Habagat in Luzon and Visayas. In a video message from Washington, D.C. sent to reporters in Manila on Monday night, Defense Secretary Gilberto Jodoro said that he directed Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief General Romeo Browner Jr. to coordinate with the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command for our military to be able to use the EDCA, or the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, facilities and equipment in responding to the needs of our countrymen. He said Japan and other allied nations had also expressed their intention to offer assistance to the country. The DND chief said, quote, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ordered me, even before we left the Philippines, to constantly monitor the relief and rescue efforts and the coordinated responses of the government to Tropical Storm Krising. The Filipinos can be assured that our president is monitoring the situation in the country 24/7. And here in the United States, our counterparts in the U.S. Indo-PACOM are in communication with General Browner to explore areas of possible cooperation. Chidoro said that before President Marcos and other high-ranking cabinet officials left on Sunday for the 3-day official visit to the United States, he already had a meeting with DSWD Secretary Rex Gatchalian, reporting that all relief goods were already pre-positioned and ready for distribution for the affected families. Chidoro added, quote, even if we are here in the United States discussing other important issues, we are keeping an eye on what is happening in the country. As chairperson of the NDRMC and the Office of the Civil Defense, we are monitoring 24/7 through the Interagency Coordinating Cell. The IACC provides operational and tactical support to the cabinet level council members of the NDRMC. They are mandated to provide immediate feedback and support to the issues raised during the regular briefings of the IACC. According to the latest situational report from the NDRMC as of 6 p.m. tonight, the combined effects of Krising and the southwest monsoon affected 853,369 individuals or 238,260 families. Of these numbers, 91,764 were displaced from their homes, with 21,010 currently staying in evacuation centers. 5 people were reported dead, while 5 were injured. Another 7 individuals were reported missing. We also have, I believe, some news coming from my favorite province. If you know, you know. And I have to search it for a moment here.
Okay, keep
Okay,
keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. For the meantime,
go ahead, Stephen. While I'm still looking for that news.
you're still trying to recover from memory, but for the meantime, well, okay,
Actually, it's
all right.
I'm still finding for it. Go ahead, Stephen.
All right, don't worry. Well, speaking of the President Marcos having been given a free pass for a state visit, and recently he has visited the Pentagon to meet with Defense Secretary, while the president was given a free pass in the United States. The quote-unquote ambassador was still wanted by the NBI, but the Pasig City Court has denied the petitions for bail filed by detained Apollo Kibuloy and is co-accused for his qualified trafficking for sexual abuse and labor exploitation case. In a 23-page order dated July 20, the Pasig Regional Trial Court Branch 159 denied the petition separately filed by Kibuloy, Sylvia Semañez, Pauline Canada, Jacqueline Roy, Crescente Canada, and Ingrid Canada. At this juncture, the prosecution has sufficiently shown that the evidence of guilt against all the accused is strong on the 2 crimes of qualified human trafficking committed by a syndicate. Thus, given these pieces of evidence against all the accused at this point, which establish a great presumption of guilt for purposes of bail, the court must deny their petitions for bail. The court, however, stressed that the resolution does not determine the ultimate outcome of the cases. The court is merely tasked with resolving the petitions for bail filed by all the accused, and not with rendering a judgment on the merits of the case. There remains a long process ahead, and both parties have the opportunity to present further evidence. It said, when sought for comment, attorney Israelito Torion, the legal counsel of Ambassador Kibuloy, said that they will ask the court to reconsider its decision at the soonest possible time. He said, why? Because we have to point out that the judge may have, failed to or may have not considered the cross-examination that we conducted as against alias Amanda. He also said that their camp is not involved in the online threats sent to judges of Pasig courts. He said, wala kaming kinalaman doon at sana kung sino man ang nasa likod nito, imbestigahan talaga at i-file ng kaso kasi nakakasama po ito sa ating hustisya. Meanwhile, the camp of the complainant welcomed the court's ruling that they are happy and grateful that the petition for bail of Kibuloy et al. Has been denied. The Honorable Court found that the evidence of guilt is strong, according to Private Prosecutor Attorney Joanna Paula Domingo. That she also added that they are hopeful that justice is within reach. Impastor Kibuloy is facing an unbailable qualified human trafficking charge under Section 4A of Republic Act number 9208 as amended. The Davao City-based cult religious leader is also facing charges under the Section 5B and Section 10A of Republic Act 76110, or the Special Protection of Children Against Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act within a QC court or Quezon City Court. And most of all, the impastor false prophet Apollo Kibuloy is still condemned to this day by the body of Christ here in the Philippines. And DJ Sen, I'll pass the baton to you as what's happening right now in Negros Occidental and Negros Oriental at this Bagyong Krising.
Well, while before we head over to my favorite province, I must also mention that as of 11:15,
Favorites.
I believe this is 11:15. Yes, this is as of 11. Wait, I need to. This is a different. Okay, there we go. Now we're talking. Yes, 11:15. As of 11:15, the water level at Marikina River is at 18.4. Over now to the NIR, the Negros Island region. Environmental groups blame widespread deforestation, mining, and quarrying for the 4 days of flooding that affected many communities in southern Negros Occidental from July 17 to 20, displacing thousands and killing 4. The floods hit 18 towns and cities in the province's 4th, 5th, and 6th districts, affecting 31,455 residents, with 22,652 of them forced into evacuation centers, the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office said. The fatalities, all of whom unfortunately drowned, included 2 from Binalbagan and 1 each from Himamlayan and Sagay. At least 6,000 hectares of newly planted rice fields in Bago City, Valladolid, and San Enrique were destroyed, affecting an estimated 12,000 farmers from the Federation of Irrigators Association of Central Negros Bago Irrigation System. The affected areas, based on local government data as of Sunday. Okay, this is actually wrong. It says here Sunday, July 21, but it's Monday, July 21. So were the following areas. So here are the following areas. We have Bago City, La Carlota City, Pontevedra, Polopandan, San Enrique, Valladolid, Himamlayan City, Binalbagan, Hinigaran, Isabela, La Castellana, Moises Padilla, as well as Cabantalan City, Sipalay City, Candoni, Cauayan, Ilog, and Hinobaan. According to the president of the FIACN BRIS, quote, "We are definitely asking for help from the government. We need to start planting again." The Department of Agriculture Negros Island region has yet to release a consolidated report on the full extent of the agricultural damage, although partial figures are being gathered through its real-time management information system, according to the DA regional director there. Environmental advocates said that the destruction caused by flooding showed the long-term consequences of deforestation, unchecked mining, and quarrying activities. Data from the Mines and Geosciences Bureau, Region 6, show extensive exploration and mining operations in the southern parts of the province. While most have expired exploration permits, at least 2 still have permits to operate until 2030 and 2035, respectively. Large-scale sand and gravel quarry operations are also concentrated in Bago City, with smaller quarry activities reported in Binalbagan, Himalayan, Isabela, Cabancalan, and La Castellana. These smaller permits are issued by the Provincial Environmental and Management Office in Negros Occidental. Rusty Binyas, founder of the Green Alert Network in Asia Pacific, warned that open pit mining destroys vegetation vital for absorbing and regulating water flow. Edwin Balajadria, area manager of the Philippine Rural Reconstruction Movement, urged a strategic review of the province's climate and disaster risk reduction plans with active civil society participation. The CPP-NPA also condemned quarry operations. In a statement, CPP-NPA spokesperson Dionisio Magbuelas said this was the reason they burned equipment used by a village chief in a quarry business on July 4. Former governor and current provincial consultant on energy and environment Rafael Lito Coscuela urged the provincial government to convene a disaster risk reduction summit. He also called for immediate action on flood control measures such as dredging waterways, strict enforcement of solid waste management, and the prevention of soil runoff leading to river siltation. And let's see what else do we have in here. We have lots of urgent posts right here that we need to focus right here. A netizen from Quezon City posted this one right here. It says on that post, baka naman need rescue at Fairview, Sampamanay in Quezon City. Maabot na kami sa 4th floor, nasa 3rd floor na ang tubig. We also have here a post also from the same area. Parescue kami, Sampamanay, East Fairview. May baby pa kaming kasama. Giniginaw na kami. Wala pang kain. Tuhod na namin ang tubig sa 2nd floor. Once again, we will be relaying all the contact numbers as we continue our broadcast here on koolNews Primetime, or perhaps a very special edition of koolNews, as we continue our extensive coverage on the onslaught of the southwest monsoon. And finally, we have an evacuation update for the city of Pasig as of 10 p.m. tonight. After waiting for quite some time for the original post to be updated, as of 10 p.m. tonight, 1,611 families, compromises of 5,888 individuals from 16 evacuation centers in 9 barangays have now already evacuated. This includes the B. Tatco Covered Court, the Bagong Ilog Elementary School, De La Paz Multipurpose Hall, Nagpayong Multipurpose Hall, West Bank Community Center Annex, Stella Marie's Covered Court, Dilaya Covered Court, Santolan Elementary School, Santo Tomas de Villanueva School, Santolan High School, Bluegrass Multipurpose Hall, Rosario Elementary School, De Castro Elementary School, Santa Lucia Bliss Multipurpose Hall, 3rd floor Multipurpose Hall in Santa Rosa, and Ugong Barangay Hall parking lot in Barangay Ugong. And other evacuation centers are on standby as they await for more evacuees. Stephen, go ahead.
Well, Barangay Ugong, I hope everyone's safe right there, because yesterday Sunday there were yesterday Sunday we were in the church with my family at the CCF Center. It's still in Barangay Ugong, and I don't know if there are other lowly places in that barangay that are still experiencing such floods. But yesterday around evening night, nothing so far until we tried to reach beyond the Mindanao Avenue. There are some parts in Caloocan that we when we traveled home. There are probably I would say the what the, for those outside when we got home the the flood level almost reached the almost reached the wheels, but thankfully we have arrived home and it's safe and sound. And we have another update earlier as of 10:53 p.m. that some of the residents in the roads in the roadside for the some of the residents in the roadside have been mandated to move their vehicles in order to prevent any of the flooding in Barangka Marikina City. Still with the heavy rainfall warning for Habagat as of 11 p.m. Allow me to reiterate this for those who just came in. The red level is in Metro Manila, Bataan, and Northern and Western Rizal. For the orange level, we have Zambales, Pampanga, Bulacan, rest of Rizal, Laguna, Cavite, and Batangas. For the yellow level, we have Tarlac, Nueva Ecija, and Quezon Province. Once again, the red level is in Metro Manila, Bataan, Northern and Western Rizal. For the orange level, we have Zambales, Pampanga, Bulacan, the rest of Rizal, Laguna, Cavite, and Batangas. For the yellow level, we have Tarlac, Nueva Ecija, and Quezon Province. Earlier, the Philippines has sought the aid of its allies, the US and Japan, for rescue and relief efforts for thousands of Filipinos suffering from flash floods and landslides due to severe tropical storm Krising and the Habagat. The AFP is coordinating with the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command for disaster response efforts, Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro said in a video statement. Teodoro gave the message hours before President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s meeting in the Pentagon, where the Filipino leader will discuss defense and security issues. I think that was mentioned by Sen earlier, around probably earlier than me, and some of the residents in Barangay Tomana are no longer waiting to have the third alarm level raised, while they have already evacuated from their homes. So they're part of the casualties recently. Allow me to refresh this one from the live updates. And for those who have just tuned in at this late night, thank you for joining us on this special edition. We still have malls. The SM and Robinson malls in Luzon that are currently providing relief support and temporary shelter for the stranded individuals affected by the southwest monsoon. In separate advisories issued on Monday, both shopping malls opened their doors for customers and nearby residents affected by the inclement weather. They also offered free Wi-Fi, charging stations, and overnight parking in the following branches of SM and Robinson malls. And it's a long list, I believe. So, I think most of them are in SM. Those malls in Luzon, and one of them including the major names include SM North EDSA, the first in 1985, SM Center Congressional, SM Mega Mall, SM Center Pasig, SM Mall of Asia, SM Maison, SM Ara, and much more coming. The rest from Metro Manila and select malls in Luzon. For Robinson's Mall, we have Robinson's Antipolo, Cainta, Galleria, Magnolia, Robinson's Manila, Malabon, Malolos, Metro East, Novaliches, and Pangasinan. Those are, it's a long list once again from SM and Robinson's Malls. They're offering free shelter and Wi-Fi charging stations, overnight parking for those stranded individuals. These malls are open to serve for you. On the other hand, in the other news, rather, the House of Representatives suspends its work tomorrow or later at July 22 due to still with the continuous heavy rains caused by the southwest monsoon or habagat, according to the House Secretary General Reginald Velasco. In a memorandum on Monday, said that offices tasked with essential functions are directed to ensure that the delivery of vital services will continue. Okay, let me refresh this one more time from the Inquirer.net, and I guess the okay, still the red full warning that was raised earlier, Metro Manila, Bataan, and the portion of Rizal. DJ Sen, take over for what's next on your side.
While we were, while I was talking about the environmental problems uh, that led to Negros Occidental being vulnerable to such disasters like these, we also wanted to point out the same scenario in Calamba in Laguna, where local government officials have raised concerns over the worsening floods in parts of Calamba City, which residents blame on quarrying activities at the foot of Mount Makiling. Following the heavy rains throughout the weekend, videos of floodwater causing traffic congestion along the highway in Barangay Pansol circulated on social media. Calamba Mayor Roseller Rizal ordered the suspension of a subdivision project and imposed a moratorium on all development activities in mountainous areas of Barangays Pansol, Bukal, and Bagong Calzada. Nilo Tamoria, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources Director for Calabarzon, said the quarrying activities that were posted on social media are not within the Mount Makiling Forest Reserve but in private lands. Tamoria noted that some quarrying operations fall under the jurisdiction of the local government, although these are still subject to DENR oversight. He also said that the DENR continues to assess which areas may be granted permits and regularly monitors those with existing permits to ensure compliance with regulations. Let's see what else do we have in here. Okay, we do have a. Is this on another update or was this a repost? Okay, I believe this is. Okay, this is a recent update from MMDA. This is a flood alert as of 11:40 p.m. where here are some of the areas that are still currently experiencing floods at this time. For the city of Manila, we have the Recto Menjola intersection, which is gutter deep. We have España de la Fuente, tire deep, not passable to all types of vehicles. España Boulevard in Antipolo, knee deep, not passable to light vehicles. Palanca in Quinta Market, it is gutter deep, passable to all types of vehicles. Same thing to Rizal Avenue, Pampanga Street, and Rizal Avenue, Aurora. España Lacson westbound, knee deep, not passable to light vehicles. España Lacson eastbound, gutter deep, passable to all types of vehicles. España Corner de la Fuente, gutter deep, also passable to all types of vehicles. España Boulevard Corner Antipolo Street, knee deep, not passable to light vehicles as well. Taft Avenue Corner UN Avenue, gutter deep, passable to all types of vehicles. Taft Avenue Corner Padre Faura, gutter deep, passable to all types of vehicles. Taft Avenue from Apacible to Escoda, gutter deep, also passable to all types of vehicles. And the rest here are also passable to all types of vehicles. We have Rojas Boulevard, Pio Campo intersection and Service Road. Rojas Boulevard, Pedro Hill northbound. Rojas Boulevard, Calao northbound. Quirino Avenue, Guanzon. Quirino Avenue, corner Pedro Hill, Rojas Boulevard, UN Intersection and Service Road, Jose Abad Santos Tayuman, and Jose Abad Santos Recto. For Navotas City, we have Road 10 Corner C3 intersection, also gutter deep and passable to all types of vehicles. We also have in Pasay City, same scenario there, Andrews Avenue in Tramo. For Quezon City, we have Gia Araneta Maria Clara, like Coche Magara, northbound, southbound, chest deep, not passable to all types of vehicles. Balintawak, fronting St. Joseph Church, 8 inches, gutter deep, passable to all types of vehicles. Gia Araneta E. Rodriguez intersection, half tire deep, not passable to light vehicles. Gia Araneta Victory Avenue, northbound, southbound, chest deep, not passable to all types of vehicles. Gia Araneta E. Rodriguez to Calirayan, knee deep, not passable to light vehicles. G. Araneta NS Amoranto, waist deep, not passable to all types of vehicles. Biak na Bato, corner Atok, knee deep, not passable to light vehicles. And Edson North Avenue northbound, gutter deep, passable to all types of vehicles. For Las Piñas City, we have Marcos Alvarez near Wonderland Subdivision, Talon 5, gutter deep, passable to all types of vehicles. Malabon City, we have MH Del Pilar, Barangay Maisilo in Malabon, gutter deep, passable to all types of vehicles. For Valenzuela City, we have MacArthur Highway and Marolas, BBB, Valenzuela City, waist deep, not passable to all types of vehicles. For Caloocan City, we have C3 NLEX connector, knee deep, not passable to light vehicles. For Marikina City, SM Marikina underpass going to FBR Road, gutter deep, passable to all types of vehicles. And Major Dizon Marikina, Major Dizon Marikina. Now, this is a different case because, as many of you know by now, Marikina River is now more than 18 meters, so that was the reason. Marikina River overflow, not passable to all types of vehicles. I am currently looking at the live view of the Marikina River where there is no more sighting of the number 18 and the third alarm marking. All I can see is the 19 and the 20. And as far as everybody is concerned, it is still 18.4 as of right now. And as the time hits to 10 minutes before the hour of midnight, and again, we also have, what is this? Okay, we'll probably bring this one up as well too, even though this was already posted a few hours ago. 3 major dams in Luzon, Ipo, Ambluklau, and Binga have opened their gates to release water following days of heavy rains triggered by the southwest monsoon, Pagasa said. It said that one gate of Ipo Dam was unlocked. And as of yesterday, its water level has reached 100.5 meters. Pagasa also added that Ambuklao and Binga dams, both located in Benguet, had 3 gates open with an outflow of 78.74 centimeters and 161.57 centimeters, respectively. Ambuklao's water level was at 751.78, almost near its normal level of 752 meters. Binga is also near its spilling level with its current reservoir level at 574.43 meters. Meanwhile, Angat Dam, also located in Bulacan and the main source of water supply for Metro Manila, is far from its spilling level. The dam's water level was at 194.10 meters, while its normal water level is at 210 meters. And speaking of dams, floodwaters in Bulacan have reached up to 6 feet in some areas following days of torrential rains brought by Krising, an enhanced southwest monsoon, dam discharges, and high tide. According to Enriquito Santiago Jr., the head of the Calumpit Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, floodwaters in Sitio Nabing in Barangay May Sulao in Calumpit rose to 6 feet. In Bukawe, Governor Daniel Fernando and Vice Governor Alexis Castro distributed and delivered food packs on Monday to families affected by flooding. Water levels in rivers along the Angat River surged after Bustos Dam began releasing 412 cubic meters per second of water last Sunday, that was yesterday, and it was also triggered by the upstream release from Ipo Dam, whose waters flow into Bustos Dam. Manuel Cookban Jr., the head of the Bulacan Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, said that as of 3 p.m. on July 19, Ipo Dam began releasing 103.25 centimeters of water after its elevation rose to 101.56 meters, reaching its spilling mark. High tide has also contributed to the flooding, with seawater levels exceeding 3.6 feet since the weekend and inundating coastal barangays. In Marilao, Mayor Jem C. led the distribution of relief goods aboard a rescue boat on Monday, reaching several flood-hit barangays. High tide has also contributed to the flooding, with seawater levels exceeding 3.6 feet since the weekend. And by Monday, Bustos Dam continued to release 240 centimeters, with Ipo Dam at 100.62 meters. Reports reaching the Bulacan PDRMO indicated that floodwaters have submerged several low-lying communities, including coastal towns like Hagonoy, Paumbong, as well as in Calumpit and Bulacan, as well as in inland areas such as Guginto, Marilao, the city of Mekawayan, Santa Maria, and Bocaue. I'll be handing over now to Stephen for a bit for more on our continuing coverage. Stephen?
I think. Oh, hold on. Let me refresh this one from. Okay. That was earlier. Well, for church-related news, the Chesty floods in Barangay Tanda, Sora, Quezon City sweep away some properties of Our Lady of the Annunciation Parish and Shrine of the Incarnation, including the processional floats and the cost of the collapse of the church's covered court wall. That was from Our Lady of the Annunciation Parish. Let me search this up. They just released a photos from the parish. Okay, allow me just to read this one from their Our Lady of the Annunciation Parish and the Shrine of the Incarnation. According to the Facebook post, if it's translated, the wall of the covered court in our parish shrine was damaged by floodwaters due to the incessant rain today. The water reached chest high and entered a large part of the parking area. Based on a video taken by our parochial vicar, Father Romelo Cruz, the floodwaters swept away the floats and some equipment stored in our court when the wall collapsed and the wall penetrated behind. A vehicle was also submerged and caught in the flood. Our shrine is asking for help from those who can help from our community to carry the floats and the washed out equipment back to our court when the weather is safer. That was from the parish's official page. Despite the let's just head over to this one here. That was 5 hours ago. Okay, we just have received a breaking news. The condolences poured in for veteran actor director Fritz Infante following the news that he has died at the age of 84. Infante, who made a name for himself as music, theater, film, and TV director, and mentor to many performers in the industry, died just 2 weeks shy of his 85th birthday on August 4. A close family friend of Infante confirmed his death to Inquirer.net, saying the legendary director, known for his wit as well as his straightforward attitude, died at home on the morning of July 21st due to natural causes. Details about his wake are yet to be announced, but an art card with his picture is being shared on social media. With deep sorrow, we announce the passing of our beloved Fritz Infante, who peacefully returned to his creator. The art card read. Among the celebrities who paid tribute to Infante is concert king Martin Rivera, who took to Instagram to remember his Penthouse Live director and confidant. The Penthouse Live was a popular 80s musical variety show on GMA Channel 7 that Rivera hosted together with his ex-wife Pops Fernandez, which lasted 30 years on air. Rivera recalled how Infante ran a tight ship. He said that there was no compromise, it was his way or the superhighway. A perfectionist to a fault, but that was only because he knew he could get the very best out of all those he directed, mentored, and loved. His choice of words were a language all his own, but he got the job done. He said Infante was a true believer of the Pops and Martin team, adding that the veteran director was responsible for making him and Fernandez the concert king and queen in their heyday. He said that he always trusted with Infante's direction and his gazillion changes on every script. He is detail attentive, was second to none, and spared no one's feelings when defending what he knew in his heart was right. Quote unquote, Tito Fritz, I will be forever be grateful. I will miss you. Thank you for all you did, not just for me, but for all of us whose careers you scolded and molded until each of our dreams come true. Fernandez also credited Infante as her mentor when she was hosting Penthouse Live, which became the launching pad for her music career. Other stars who expressed condolences on Infante's passing are Louis Heredia, Richard Merck, Don Zulueta, Edo Manzano, Ogie El Casit, and Karil. Zulueta was one of the hosts of the 90s TV show RSVP, directed by Fritz Infante. In 2014, celebrities paid a special tribute to Infante in a star-studded show dubbed I'm Still Here, Barbara and I, a sorority for director Fritz Infante for his contribution to the entertainment industry in front of and behind the camera. Here, Barbara referred to the iconic Barbara Streisand, whom Infante greatly admired. Among those who attended the show were Fernandez, Rivera, Manzano, Sasa Padilla, Arnel Ignacio, Ariel Rivera, Basil Valdez, Cesar Montano, Epi Quizon, Ryan Agoncillo, and the late celebrities German Moreno, Pilito Corrales, and Cocoy Laurel. As a director, Infante directed the character Doña Buding, played by Nanette Inventor, and was also behind the celebrity of Rivera, whom he practically discovered while working as director for the Penthouse Live, the show that fanned the chemistry between Fernandez and Rivera, now her ex-husband. Infante also directed Marisol Soriano and Montano's TV sitcom, Bida si Mister, Bida si Mrs. He also used to direct PBA TV, a TV show dedicated to featuring the professional ballers of the country. And he also appeared in some notable movies like Jose Rizal, starring in 1998, starring Cesar Montano, Gumising Ka Maruja, 1978, starring the late Susan Roses, and Mananayaos in 1978, starring Chanda Romero. These last two were directed by national artist Lino Broca. He also appeared in Vic Soto's movies, namely Enteng Nang Inamo and Double Trouble. The Philippine Daily Inquirer also quoted him as saying in a past interview that he'll take his style, integrity, and originality. That's what he's proud of, according to the late director. Still no winners in the Monday's Grand Lotto 655, according to PCSO, as also with the Mega Lotto 645 draws. Still no winners in these jackpot prizes for the July 21 draw. In its 9 p.m. draw, the PCSO said that no one guessed the Grand Lotto 655's winning combination of 39 to 31, 19, 24, 29, 12. That's 39, 31, 19, 24, 29, and 12 in exact order, Its jackpot prize amounted to 31,513,425 pesos and 80 centavos. And No Better also took home the jackpot prize of the Mega Lotto 645, worth 8,910,000 pesos, with the winning combination of 44, 39, 45, 42, 9, 20. That's 44, 39, 45, 42, 9, and 20 in exact order. The Grand Lotto 640-55 is drawn every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, while the Mega Lotto 645 is drawn every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And by the way, children, to those children listening on this news report, that this Cool FM, Cool News is not endorsing any of the gambling activities, but this is just a report from the PCSO, the Charity Sweepstakes Office, the Lotto, Foden's favorite. Lalo na yung sa ano niya, sa scratch. Ano mga cheche-boreche. DJ Sen, do you have anything with us today? It is now 3 minutes past 12.
Welcome to a brand new day. It's
Good morning.
now Tuesday. Oh my
Tuesday.
God! And we're still
No
doing
classes.
this.
How is it?
Here's the thing. We defied the president's declaration yesterday afternoon. We were told that we're gonna push through with the online classes and that we will stay up until probably after the time by the time the declaration has been issued. But we don't care. We're gonna continue classes, and then we just finish once they
Crazy.
said that the operations are gonna close at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. At that time, we successfully did it illegally. Not necessarily illegally, because obviously it's a declaration, and who were we to actually get the information on time? So in the meantime, we were talking about gambling. Let's go from legal to illegal. As we have, as many of you know by now, we do have a report coming from the world of social media, as Meta has begun cracking down on Facebook pages promoting illegal online gambling. A digital advocacy group said the pages of 20 so-called influencers have already been removed. Digital Pinoys, a network of digital advocates, said on Sunday that it had jointly requested with the CICC, or the Cybercrime Investigation and Coordinating Center, the removal of Facebook pages run by influencers promoting online gambling to their large audiences. The group said the initial request covered 20 pages. The first batch of names it submitted with the CICC to Meta for review and possible takedown. The list includes social media personalities with followings ranging from 100,000 to millions. Some of them are as follows: Boy Tapang with 5.5 million followers, Aboya Tapang, Shazna Laparan with 9.7 million followers, Kuya Lex TV with 100,000 followers. Chito, is this your username on Instagram? And Mark Anthony Fernandez at 242,000 followers. Scatter yummy, scatter good. Digital Pinoys expressed its gratitude to Meta when it took down the pages, saying it demonstrates the seriousness of social media platforms in stopping the spread of unregulated illegal online gambling. The CICC said those who failed to comply would have received show cause orders to explain why they should not face criminal complaints. The PAGCOR has also taken action on the promotion of online gambling on the roads. Several lawmakers in the 20th Congress have already filed their respective bills seeking to regulate online gambling, with others aiming for a total ban. Sensho has nothing to do with this. Bosio and I have already talked about the fate of Sensho following the announcement coming from PAGCOR, and that we will have to comply. As I check the current status at Marikina River right now, the camera is unfortunately not visible anymore. It's now already blurry. I can barely see some frames, but I could see the water gushing, and um, I could barely see 19 and 20 based on my available eyesight. It's not 20/20 strong vision that I used to have anymore when I was a little kid, but the I could still see the barely, just barely, the frames of 19 meters and 20 meters. So basically, we are in between. We are in between of 18 and 19 because on this same live stream that I'm currently viewing right now, you can't see the okay this has just released. Oh my gosh, I was talking about Marikina River, and I was right about that one being in between. As of 12 midnight on July 22, the water level at Marikina River was indeed in between 18.5 meters. um let's see what else do we have in here. The expanded number code scheme is suspended for today, July 22, due to inclement weather, and again by the fact that government work is suspended for today. And shout out to my friend, 12 a.m. na kahiya matulog. Very relatable, especially for this coverage. Let's continue right now with this news coming from Meralco. I love you, Meralco. I love
Meralco
you.
ang aking pangalan. That's Karen from
Around.
that was their hymn, the Meralco hymn. Even capitalist companies do have do have corporate hymns. That was from the national artist Lucio San Pedro who composed this. The fun fact. Well, what do we have
Real.
from Morocco, by the way?
Around 11,000 customers of Meralco has been affected by power interruptions due to Habagat as crews work round the clock to restore services in its franchise area. In an advisory, Meralco said most of the customers were in Cavite, Bulacan, and Rizal, along with parts of Metro Manila, Laguna, Batangas, and the Quezon province. As of yesterday, equivalent to less than 1% of its total customers. Meralco Vice President Joe Zaldarriaga said in an advisory, quote, "Our crews are continuously working to restore power service to affected areas as soon as possible, and we are closely monitoring the situation and urging our customers to continue observing electrical safety practices." Meralco constructs, operates, and maintains electric distribution systems in the cities and municipalities of Bulacan, Cavite, Metro Manila, and Rizal, as well as certain areas in the provinces of provinces of Batangas, Laguna, Pampanga, and Quezon province. The firm counts its subsidiaries and associates Vantage Energy Solutions and Management Incorporated and Meridian X Incorporated, acting as retail electricity suppliers in Luzon and the Visayas area. Rainfall of 100 to 200 millimeters is expected until today, with the highest seen in Zambales, Bataan, Occidental Mindoro. You thought it's my favorite province, but it's actually not. And parts of the Ilocos region. Pagasa also said that flooding is threatening low-lying and flood-prone areas on areas with a rainfall of 100 to 200 millimeters. 11 minutes past the hour of midnight tonight, or call it this morning. We don't have any other information at this time, but the rain here at the CEN headquarters is starting to weaken, and that's probably a good sign, honestly. And actually a bad news to those of the peeps who really still wanted to have more days of rest, especially class suspensions. They're all waiting for that one. As what Muntinlupa Mayor Rufy Biazon would quote, "Patience is a virtue." And let's see what else do we have in here. Do we have any other information coming out from? Oh wow! Okay, I could I could still see some flashes of lightning coming from the live stream at the Marikina River, and that precisely means the rain there is not yet over. And let's see what else do we have in here aside from. Okay, let's see what else do we have in here. I did saw the statement coming from our city mayor, Pasig Mayor Vico Soto, regarding the advisory that within the last couple of hours ago, the Pasig DRMO has been on red alert since yesterday morning because of the mere fact that the Wawa Dam at that time was now on critical level and was about to spill. And that could also mean sudden increase on Marikina River's water level, which it eventually did hours later. And it was indeed reported on. It also made national headlines because of the mere fact that it was so important, and everybody was very obedient, to say the least. They did not want to get caught with the sudden flash flood that have occurred throughout the day today and probably until later on within the next few hours. This is a data coming from Marikina City Rescue 161, our favorite pal in terms of providing you the latest news and information in Marikina River. As of midnight tonight on July 22, the Marikina water level is at 18.5. And we have rainfall counts so far are as follows. We have Mount Campana at 3 millimeters, Mount Boso Boso at 1 millimeter, Mount Aries with 11 millimeters, Mount Oro at 8 millimeters, and Nangka still in first place with 19 millimeters for a total rainfall of 42 millimeters. And we were told there will be a weather bulletin coming from Pagasa later on at 12:30. But at this particular moment in time, I wanted to inform. Okay. Okay. I think. All right. I have to report this thing. This has. This has just came in through my search recommendations here. Let's see. We have. First and foremost, this is a sensitive news that I'm about to read for you, that I'm about to air this for you. Radio commentator Erwin Segovia, known on air as Boy Pana, was shot dead early Monday, July 21, just hours after delivering what would be his final broadcast in Bislig City in Surigao del Sur. His last words on air were, quote, "Consumatum est," or natapos na. He was ambushed around 7 a.m. by unidentified motorcycle riding gunmen while riding his own motorcycle along Bosco, Barangay Mangagoy. Police in Bislig City have launched an investigation into the killing and are still working to determine the identities and motive of the suspects. This was not the first attempt on Segovia's life. 19 years ago, he survived a shooting in Australia, also in Mangagoy, where he later moved to Kiamba in Sarangani province and eventually Trento in Agusan del Sur before returning to Mangagoy to continue his radio work. Following the attack, Carla Lopez Pichay announced a 1 million peso reward for any information that could lead to the arrest of those responsible. Authorities have yet to release further updates. I believe this is now already the 200. 200 casualty in the world of the broadcast industry since 1986. Since 1986, 200 journalists have been brutally murdered in the Philippines. Their voices may have been silenced, but truth can never be buried. And it kind of resembles of the old ABC5, now TV5 advertisement, the public service announcement. I wish we still have PSAs like those. I mean, there was the World Radio Day advertisement from KBP, and that was still it still gave me goosebumps after all these months of listening to that thing. And I plan to listen to that thing again for awareness, for self-awareness. And um, it is not easy to be in this position. It's not easy to be in this job where, just as you would think that you're basically risking your life just to inform, just to serve the people. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, news like this would something that you would receive. And unfortunately, we still have that kind of violence, and that alone demonstrates a great example that the world remains a dangerous place. We have to be very careful of the way we speak, the way we interpret, the way we move, and the way we make our choices in life. Let's see what else do we have in here. It is now 12:18. We are getting close to the end of our airing here on our special coverage for koolNews, and rain is starting to come back. Rain is starting to come back here again, and I have no problem with the rain. I have no problem with it at all. Because of the mere fact that it comes back and forth here at the CEN headquarters for a while now, so it's not already surprising for us that we are in this scenario. Excuse me. We are in this scenario where we can say, what on earth is going on? Will it rain? Will it not rain? Will it be sunny? Will it be not? Will it be cloudy? Will it be hot? Will it be cold? Today's climate is just filled with huge amounts of uncertainty. And then now we have possibly Dante, which is coming up in the next few hours. Because again, as what Pagas have been telling you for a while now, that these two low pressure areas would merge into Tropical Depression Dante, and now we have another one outside of the Philippine area of responsibility, and we don't even know if it's going to enter to the Philippine area of responsibility. We don't even know if that low pressure area is going to either disappear or could turn into a tropical depression. We don't know. It's still a low pressure area. It's still outside of the country. We don't have any other data aside from that discovery, aside from that early detection. So calm down. We still have Dante. We still have to focus these two low pressure areas. So we'll have to focus what's inside first before focusing what's outside. Always focus onto the inside first, and that is inside the Philippine area of responsibility. And it has rained again here at our headquarters, and I'm actually getting cold, to be fair. It's actually mind-boggling, to say the least, that I've been in this situation where I don't have a jacket. My clothes are very loose, and I was supposed to throw the trash right now, even though I have to wait for the rain to disappear again. But let's see, what else do we have in here? Do we have any other information? Let's see if we have any information right here. And it's gonna be okay. Let me reload this thing for a bit. This is a new one. Okay, no, this is not a new one. Let's go with our other weather pages right here on Facebook, because why not? They've been resilient. They've been resilient for a while now, and we salute all of them for their incredible work. We also wanted to give a shout out to all these weather pages out there who are still alive and well. I hope everybody is safe and sound. on your respective areas where you continue to cover the latest news and information. As much as we are here at Cool FM, safety always comes first. Safety is and will always be the number one priority that everybody needs to take care of. This is another post from a netizen in Quezon City. We're gonna read it for you. Nananawagan ng rescue ang dalawang katao matapos matrap sa kanilang bahay sa Sampanay Village. This is the same area. Same area. Imagine that. Sampanay Village in Fairview in Quezon City. Why is it the same area? These are three individual people, and they're stuck in the same area, within the same vicinity. And let's see, we also have another post. This time, this is coming from my son in Valenzuela. Okay. Wala pa rin pong nagre-rescue as of now. Pagasa Subdivision in Maisan in Valenzuela City. Hanggang bewang na po ang baha sa loob. Lagpas na first floor sa labas. May matanda pa dito. 4 po kami, isang matanda, may mga asot pusa pa dito. Again, this is in Pag-asa Subdivision in Maisan in Valenzuela City. Sira na po cellphone ko para tandaan po namin salbabida ng bata sa labas hanggang leeg na po. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at these pictures. I'm not going to show this one to you fellas because obviously these are pictures including the netizen, as much as we protect the privacy of other people. But as far as we know it, as far as I could see it, I know it when I see it. The rain is indeed the rain has indeed invaded their house like big time. Let's see what else do we have in here. Okay, we don't have any other information at this time. Aside from okay, we don't have any other information at this time, so we will have to wait for the upcoming weather bulletin coming from Pagasa in the next 6 minutes. I don't know if we can air that thing live, or if there's any if in any way if in case this weather bulletin would be streamed live, then that would be great because I would need a break here at this point. My throat is now starting to feel a lot of pain. I'll tell you that one right now. This is of course the effects of what happened lately. If in case you probably don't know, and if you already know, then you already know what's going on with me lately. And I'm still trying my best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying my best to try to bring you the latest news as much as I can, as much as my power would continue. As long as I still have the energy to do so, as long as my body is still great enough, is good enough, is healthy enough, then I will do it. And of course, I wouldn't have done it with all of the manpower here. And I think this is the right time to give an acknowledgement to the team here at koolNews for their continuous support, for their continuous coverage here on this disaster that will probably continue within the next couple of hours, because again, we still have a huge amount of uncertainty with the weather disturbances that that is facing this country. And we're hopefully we can continue to deliver that same quality of news and information as much as we and the other networks would do. And also to the news director himself, the one and only Stephen Liwanag del Sol, who has been here all the time as usual. Even though he has a busy schedule these days, he still always will be our number one news director right here on TGON Cool FM, ang inyong himpilan, ang inyong tahanan, ang inyong tamba... Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's the wrong station. But again, what a resilient team that we have here, including yours truly. But again, I really didn't want to do this thing because I wanted to recover myself from the large deficit of not sleeping, because I was literally excited for the first day of school at that time, not knowing that they would eventually declare class suspension. So what was the point? But probably after this broadcast, I'm definitely going to sleep a lot. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity for me to recover, and subsequently, probably I'm not going to uh, give my throat a rest as well in time for TWC on Friday and Saturday. Let's see what else do we have in here. I've been pinged, and that is the one and only Foden fan. Uh, okay, unrelated. Unrelated to our ongoing coverage. But let's see what else do we have in here. There are no more updates. No more updates. We will have to wait for. Okay. The only thing we can tell you is that we have lost communication with the live stream at Marikina. Is this right? Wait. Okay, we have indeed lost communication from the live stream at Marikina, Rescue 161 Facebook page. We have lost the live stream. This is unbelievable. Okay, we have indeed lost communication. We have lost the signal coming from Marikina, Rescue 161. We're hoping we can get some form of continuing information as soon as we possibly can. But as far as we know it, at this point in time, unfortunately, I will have to leave the airwaves because I still have to do some stuff here at the moment. And unfortunately, the area where I am currently at right now is basically turning into a waterfall. And as far as I know it,
Oh no.
these buckets that I placed here earlier are now already full, and they're now already spilling, and I have to do a lot of work here. I have to mop the entire floor, and I have to clean the entire area here. So this is gonna be heavy duty work for the rest of the day today, and there's literally nothing I can do to stop this thing, because everybody knows that this rain is not going to stop until probably within the next few days. And I'll probably have to bring more buckets than ever before, while we'll probably go to bed. It is now already 12:29, and this is where I leave the airwaves, and I'll hand it over to the rest of the Cool FM team, primarily to Stephen, while we wait for the upcoming weather bulletin from Pag-asa. From the headquarters of CEN, the Cringe Entertainment Network, this has been DJ Sen. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the other side of the aisle. Oh my goodness, I'm actually starting to get myself wet from this rain drops that's
Please
been
stay
pouring
safe,
here.
DJ San, DJ San. We hope from the side here on Cool FM, we wish you a safe evening, and and whatever happens, feel free to reach out to us.
This somehow kind of resembles of the 24 Oras coverage of Habagat 2012, when Mel Tiangco was forced to go off the air early because her place was actually at the brink of actually collapsing. Of course, that manhole that she described just more than a decade ago. And this is probably the same scenario as what I would be experiencing. So once again, thank you to our listeners, thank you to our viewers, and I hope I can be there in the next continuing coverage here at Cool FM. Our coverage will continue with the one and only Stephen Liwanag Del Sol. This has been DJ San signing off for now. We'll see you when I'm available. Thank you very much for listening. This is koolNews.
Okay, thank you so much, DJ San, for this time. I think okay, let's keep it up with additional hazard watch before we wrap up for this special coverage. And hold on, we still have stuff to read, because earlier here in Valenzuela, the Victory Liner bus in Valenzuela City, they're already in the body level in Marinta, Valenzuela City earlier at 10:42 p.m. That was coming from the NLEX arriving to the Paso de Blas area. And it's got still guaranteed that for some of the motorists in the NLEX side, and the other one, allow me to share this this post. And that is calling for rescue in Quezon City because they have already reached the third floor in their house. For those in the listening right now on Cool FM, if you are a rescue correspondent in your area, if you're NLG listening to this, we have from Miss Julie that they need rescue from the fourth floor. The water, the flood level has reached in the third level of their home already. They're calling for the rescue location in the Fairview, Sapamanay, Quezon City. The other one is from Mr. Mav. Pa-rescue kami sa Pamanay East Fairview. May baby ba kaming kasama? Giniginaw na kami. Wala pa rin kain. At ang tuhod na namin ang tubig sa second floor. We call on to our residents here in Sapamanay East Fairview. Their home has already the flood level has already reached the second floor, and they're having a hard time to carry the baby for the family. Once again, they need rescue from the Sapamanay East Fairview. We have another one is from Valenzuela City in Pag-asa subdivision. My son, recalling this from DJ Sen, that they are calling that from the Pag-asa subdivision. The flood levels is already on the shoulder level, and the flood has already reached the first floor, and there are still senior citizens inside the household. 39 minutes ago, most of the homes in Sapamanay Village in 10 Acacia City, Fairview, Quezon City, still they're calling for rescue. Two people after they're being trapped at the Sapamanay Village, 10 Acacia Street, Fairview, Quezon City. Sabi ni Miss Irene, na-trap na po kami dito sa rescue, Sapamanay 10 Village, 10 Acacia Street. If you're somewhere near Fairview or in Quezon City or Valenzuela, we're calling on the LGUs to have them responded as soon as possible. If you're a Calamao, they're listening to us from the government. We hope for a responsive. We hope for a better response to those stranded or affected. You can check out the Hazard Web Philippines or on Facebook.com/ScienceWatchPH, a hazard-related page aiming to provide the latest accurate news and hazard situations in the Philippine state in order to keep the general public informed and spread awareness, even during this bagyong krising. We will continue with more news and headlines here on Cool FM Manila, Cool FM Regional News Radio 93.1, DZEX Cool AM, and Cool TV, I think I've mentioned before. For more news and headlines, tune in later at 6 a.m. Philippine Standard Time for the DZMM Radio Patrol 6:30 special coverage on this habagat. I'm Stephen Iwanag del Sol. wishing you and hope and prayerfully saying this to you all. Good night. Have a safe evening, and God bless the Republic of the Philippines. Good night, everyone.